92. My name is Chris. I have a guest in the studio with me today. Joining me is Brian Stobbe. He is in town for the USA Cyclocross Nationals. He's riding for Team NorCal out of Santa Rosa, California. Welcome, Brian.
Thanks, Chris.
So you have one race under your belt now, is that right?
Yep, I raced yesterday.
How did it go?
It was different. Being from California, I never raced in the snow, so I really had to, and ice. We never get that in California, so I had a tough time out there, but it was fun. It was a good time.
So what was the hardest part for you racing in the snow and ice? Like, what was the hardest part of the course, or?
Well, I think the turns are definitely hard. They have a bunch of tight turns that are technical, and if there's ice and stuff, you tend to slide out quite frequently. There were quite a few crashes yesterday. I did go down also. So.
You did?
Yeah, on the grass area right in front of the brewery there, so.
You didn't tell me that part before.
No. Well, it's a little embarrassing. I try not to tell about all my crashes. But
Did you hurt yourself?
I got a little bruise and everything, but I think almost everybody went down. From all the guys I was talking to yesterday, a lot of people were going down, so I don't feel that bad.
So I know that the tires, you were telling me, have like little knobby things on them, but why couldn't you have like a spike strip or something?
I don't know if those are allowed. Put chains on?
Yeah.
Like cars? Oh, that would be pretty nice. I don't know if those are legal, though.
Well, maybe if they come, we can make that a new rule for next year if cyclocross comes back to Bend.
That would be nice.
So you also do the long road bikes that happen in the summertime and whatnot. Do you train differently for those kind of races than you do for a cyclocross?
Well, my focus has kind of shifted from, I used to do a lot of road racing, but now I'm kind of shifting over to cyclocross. I think a lot of people are too, whereas cyclocross used to be just something to do in the winter and like a fringe sport. Now people are training specifically for it, so I've kind of shifted my focus to where the summer is kind of my off season, and then I'll start building up for the cyclocross season. But the cyclocross season is usually really short. I mean, it's only maybe October, November, December, and then that's it. So.
Why did you switch, and why do you think people are switching to cyclocross?
A new challenge for me, and I just think it's more fun. You know, the road races get kind of boring. You're just riding along for hours on end, but with cyclocross there's always something different. There's always, like, just even with this course, it's new terrain. The courses are always different. Even if it's the same event from year to year, they'll change the course, and then you just have different aspects of it. So plus you get to ride in the mud and in the snow and all that stuff. So
you get to be like a little kid again, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it harder to ride in the sweltering heat or in the freezing cold?
Oh boy. Well, I think yesterday, if you asked me that yesterday, I'd probably say the cold. I mean, I took a warm-up lap at like 8:30 in the morning when everybody else was out there. I had to stop after one lap because my hands were frozen, literally, and I had to go back to the car and warm them up. So that is definitely harder, I think, than riding in the heat of the summer.
That's the mental challenge right there, though, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Getting past that.
Definitely.
So when is your next race?
I race tomorrow at 2 for the, I'm doing the 35 to 39 Masters National Championship race. So,
nice.
Yeah, it'll go off, I think, about 2 o'clock tomorrow.
And it's supposed to be snowing, sleeting, freezing rain tomorrow.
Oh, goody. I can't wait.
I'm going to go check those races out for sure.
Yeah, and the professionals go on Sunday, so that should be a good race. Local favorite, Ryan Trebone, lives in Bend. Yep. He won it last year, so hopefully he can bring it back again this year. I'm sure he'd be psyched for that. And
the Clydesdale race is tomorrow, right?
I'm not sure. I did read something about that, but yeah, 200 pounds and above, I think it is.
200 pounds and above.
You have to weigh.
I met a guy out to eat on Friday night who was eating. He was going to go in the Clydesdale race, but he wanted to make sure he weighed in over 200 pounds.
That's funny. I read in the paper that, if everybody's familiar with Alberto Contador, the guy who won the Tour de France, they weigh them by contadors. That's what they're calling it. So you have to be like 1.5 contadors to enter the race. So Alberto weighs like 150 pounds, so you can imagine you have to be over 200 to get that.
That is fantastic. Well, Brian Stobbe from Team NorCal, thank you for joining us in the studio. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
And good luck in your race tomorrow.
Thank you.
We'll be out there ringing our cowbells. And speaking of cowbells, I have 2 cowbells to give away and 2 T-shirts. So you can ring the bell for everybody and wear your T-shirt. 617-9270, callers number 1 and 2. Good luck. Back to music on 92.7 with The Heavy.